Look, just because a dealer priced a card at a certain price does not mean it is their rock bottom, nor should it be. Hey, even if you like the price, try and work a little deal anyway.
So I'm sticking it for 40. You don't want to pay for it. You don't. Ever. So a safe number for you to offer would be something like 27 to 30 bucks, which I'm probably not going to take because I already told you where I was. But I would probably say I'd do 35, which was the original number you were thinking in your head. So did we just finish the whole negotiation?
Look, if you buy 10 cards and say $5 on each card, maybe that's an 11th card you weren't expecting to be able to buy. Look, when I'm set up at shows, I see this a lot. I know a lot of you watching this video are probably going to say, I already know this. Why on earth would anyone not try to negotiate?
Oh, idiot.
But look, I see it all the time. It happens all the time. Lots of new people come to the hobby, go to the tables, maybe they hit their first card show. And heck, I bet a lot of you, the first time you went to a card show, whether it was 2 years, 5 years, 10 or 30 years ago, probably thought the same thing. You looked in the case and said, oh, that's the price that they're asking. That must be the price I have to pay. I just want to make sure everyone, new to old, know that that is not the case, nor should it be. Look, there is a wide range of types of dealers and the way they price their cards. Like anyone that comes to a show that I'm at, you know I'm priced at comps or even 5 or 10% below, because my goal is to move as many cards and keep the train going down the track, give everyone a good deal, have a good time, right? Not to say that that's good. I'm not to say that that's right, nor am I here to say that that's wrong. It's just how I like to do things. Meanwhile, there are lots of dealers out there that will price things over comps because they're going to expect someone to negotiate. So they'll say comps are $100. They'll price it at 125, figuring they're going to settle in the 110 to 100 range. Look, that's cool. I get it. I'm not here to judge it. I just want you to know that's the thing that's out there as well. Also, there are dealers that are just ridiculously priced, right? I mean, I can go to the National, one of these really big card shows. You'll see dealers priced 200, 300, 400, 10 million% of comps, and they're just going to let it sit forever. It's something they kind of call the sunk cost fallacy for some of their cards. Look, not all their cards, but some. That's a video for a different day. All right, one of the first things to remember is don't worry about offending a dealer. Look, 99% of the dealers are not going to get offended at any price that you throw out there. Cards $100, you offer 60. The worst they're going to do is say no.
Would you do the Kaboom for 50 bucks?
I do 60.
Would you do the Kaboom and the Parcells for 100 even?
Cash, I'm low at 60. That's my lowest.
On that 60, yep.
Yeah.
Would you do that for 40?
All right.
You might be like, no, that's all I can do. That's okay. Don't be afraid to throw that price out there. Again, they are not going to be offended. And the ones that do get offended are ones you probably don't want to do business with anyway. All right, look, if you're going to a show, whether you're buying cards to flip, buying cards to put in your own collection, buying cards to give away to someone you know, that doesn't really much matter. But what matters is remember, you are there for you. You are not there for the dealer. You're not there to make sure they get their price. You're there to make sure you can get the best price that you possibly can, or a price that you are happy with purchasing. I'm not saying go out of the way and try to screw a dealer, but I'm saying if the choice is between making the dealer happy or making you happy, the answer is always you. Now, at the same time, though, don't be the a-hole. What I mean by that is you see a dealer with a card priced $100. You know the comps on that card are around 90, 95 bucks. Don't offer 30 bucks and be the a-hole. Look, nobody wants that guy. I'm not saying do that. That is not the way you want to be. Don't ever, please, don't do that. As someone that sits on the other side of the table, it annoys me to no end, especially when I know that person knows exactly what they're talking about. But if you want to go to the dealer and say, again, same concept, look, hey, I know you're going to save 14% in eBay fees. Time, it's an instant deal. Look, I'll give you 80. That's fair. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, the dealer still might not take it. They might leave it in the case and know someone else is going to buy it later. But that is a fair assessment. See the difference? All right. And
I got to ask, would you do the Zion and this Mahomes for 100 for the pair?
Sure, why not?
for to do what I'm saying, what you need to do is know your prices before you get there. Spend a little time, do a little research. Look, there are going to be cards you see at the show that you're like, man, I really, really want to buy that, and I wasn't expecting to see that. That is an exception. You can look that up there at the show. But don't ever rely on the fact you're going to have a signal, you're going to have Wi-Fi, or anything like that. Spend the time, do your diligence, know what the ranges are. Be prepared to make offers that are acceptable in that range. Be prepared to negotiate. Again, this video isn't necessarily mind-blowing information, but there are a lot of people out there, I ran into a lot of them at the National, and didn't understand that negotiation is something normal, something a lot of us should do, and something a lot of things dealers expect people to do. So go ahead, spend your time, look up your stuff, figure out what you want, find the range you want, and go ahead and make that offer. But remember to be firm. Look, if you make an offer and you're willing to pay $80 on a card and the dealer's not willing to go less than $100, walk away. It's okay. There's plenty of places you can find that card, unless we're talking about some rare 101 super short print or something along those lines. You can always find the card somewhere else. So don't get locked in. Be kind. Be smart. Be prepared. And remember, always have a good time. Till next time, these are just my thoughts.